Hi, I'm Nathan Wadding. Does anyone else still get nervous getting up in front of the room and talking in front of really smart people and sharing your ideas? Oh, clicker, thank you. I posed that question to a mentor once, and she said, and yet we still do it. And she also said, it must mean you care, because you get nervous about it, because you care about it. So I used that today to talk about innovation. We're here today for 3 days, 2 days of innovation. And how do we care for a culture of innovation? So bear with me. I'm going to ask questions, but only I'm going to answer them because I only have 5 minutes thanks to Jeremy today. So a culture of innovation. First, we have to answer two complex things that everyone has different understandings of. But for today, again, it's my 5 minutes, so I'm going to define innovation. I define innovation as making new ideas. I like to make things simple and make things human. So making new ideas, right? Okay, we all agree? Good. What is culture? Culture, I like to look at culture as community. So community, even taken further, is how we are together. So how we are together, a culture of innovation is how we are making new ideas together, right? Make it simple, stupid. I try to keep my slides simple too. So thank you for the template, though. It made it way easier to keep them simple. How are we making new ideas together? Back to caring about it. How do we care about making new ideas together? Well, we have to address the one thing that holds all of us back, and it's fear. Specifically, innovating, there's 3 types of fears within organizations. The first fear is a negative impact on one's career. Will this affect me, my finances, my title, my promotion opportunities? Second one is uncertainty. When Jeremy said do a presentation, I was so uncertain of what I wanted to do, but I said yes because this is what we do. We say yes. Every innovation has a certain level of uncertainty. That's the point, because we're answering questions that we don't know the answers yet. Ed and I were talking earlier. Better questions is the point, and not having an answer is also the point. Criticism, we're still in 4th grade forever, right? It's this long tail of getting up in front of people and having to talk and show ourselves. So criticism, is everyone going to think I'm dumb and I'm stupid? Have I prepared properly? Do I know all of my words? Do I pronounce things wrong? We're all human, and we all do this, and we're all so afraid of it. So I reviewed a little of this, and this is where I got a little confused about how to do this in 5 minutes. So I wanted to talk about loss aversion underneath all of this. I don't think I need to. I saw a lot of heads nodding. Loss aversion, how is my career going to be affected by the quality of my ideas? So when we make our value only how many good ideas we have, we put a price tag on each idea, and that internally makes us scared to say a bad idea. So when organizations force us to only have good ideas, we hedge our bets and we hide. Uncertainty, the fear of uncertainty, loss of control. I don't know what's going to happen when I get up here. I don't know if I'm going to forget how to talk. I don't know if I'm going to say the right words. So there's always a bit of ambiguity anytime we start doing something we're unsure of. But boy, do we always want to do something new. And a certain amount of newness requires a certain tolerance to ambiguity. But when we don't want to face the ambiguity and we're uncertain of the outcomes, it forces us to hide again. And fear of criticism, oh boy, we just hide all the time from people. We hide online, we hide in our rooms, we don't leave our houses. We call ourselves introverts when we're really just worried about criticism, and we hide. And I'm not throwing shade on true introverts, though. So fear and negativity on the impact of your career, uncertainty and criticism. Fear. Are you creating a culture that encourages people to hide in those 3 fears, and this holding you back from having innovative conversations, innovative relationships? Because really, it's about having relationships and conversations that lead to outcomes, to lead to the next thought, to lead to the next curiosity. Takeaways. This is the things that you came for, right? So how do we change this? Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about fears. Talk about your fears, my fears, your fears. Be human. Break it down into something small. Stop hiding behind big words. Make it simple and talk about it with everybody in your one-on-ones and your retrospectives and your stand-ups. Talk about the fear and what it takes to actually make new ideas together. This one, I don't know where this entered the business world, but you do not have to be the same person that knows how to solve the problem that also knows how to see the problem. They're two different skill sets. Maybe this was easier 100 years ago, but today it's way more complicated in the business world to actually be the person who can see the problem, raise the question, and then also have the solution. Maybe you need 9 people to help you with the solution. Just don't let people not raise their hand and say, I see a problem. And hopefully they can find a partner out there that can help them find the solution. Third one, I'm at time. Do you want to see the rest? Should I go? Okay. Leaders tell stories of failure, of things not working out. You have to make it safe for others. You have to go first. You have to go first about telling stories about how it did not work out the way you wanted to as leaders at every level of the organization. Reward the effort, not the result. Growth versus fixed mindset. Carol Dweck wrote a book about your fixed mindset versus your growth mindset. And to truly innovate, you have to be continually growth-minded. And a fixed mindset is someone who thinks they are good at something. And that's all they are good at. They're good at the outcomes versus the work they put in to getting there. Case in point, I've got a kid. I got 2 teenagers. Since I learned this, I was like, oh, shit, I've been parenting the wrong way. I've been rewarding them for A's versus rewarding them for the hard work they put into it, because eventually they're going to find a subject it's not easy for them, and they're going to need to learn how to work. So reward for the work effort, not the outcome. And that goes for our people in our organizations too. Build processes and rituals that support getting it right, not being right. We repeat this all the time in my company. We need to get it right, not be right. It takes the ego out of the room. Case in point, real quick, we used to have creative brainstorms in every agency I've ever worked at. We have one meeting for creative brainstorming, and then the output, we all agree on an idea. All kinds of crazy stuff happen in those meetings where no good ideas happen. We broke it into 3 meetings. It takes the pressure off any one individual. Do we see the problem right? It's the first meeting. Then we go away for a week and think about it. Second meeting, we come back to, and then we bring all of the ideas we had and throw them on a board. Then we go away and think about that. And then the third meeting, we decide. But it lets you have time to not feel the pressure and not have to have a good idea, because what happens if I have a good idea and you have a good idea? And we're in one room, and the outcome of this meeting and the creativity and my idea is tied to my income and the way people think about me. I'm going to fight for my idea. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do with your idea? I'm going to kill it. And that is not innovation. That is not having ideas and building upon them. So, thank you. Talk about fear. Care about it. Talk about the cares and fears of the individuals on your team. Thank you.